It was finally my turn. My heart was pounding as I sat in the chair in front of the host. The first few questions were pretty straightforward. The host read the questions and the 4 answers. I replied in the first second, even though I had 15 seconds to think. The host was impressed and said, "You know a lot for your age." There were 15 questions in total. The final question was worth $1 million. When the host read the 7th question, I got nervous because I didn't know the answer. "In what year was the first iPhone released?" the host asked. The choices were the year 2000, 2004, 2007, and 2009. Each contestant was given 3 lifelines. The first was called 50-50, which eliminated 2 of the wrong choices on screen. The second lifeline was Ask the Audience, and they would ask the question to the people in the studio. The third one was called Phone a Friend. For this lifeline, I'd call someone I trusted and ask them for the answer. I used the 50-50 lifeline for the iPhone question. That way, I was left with the choices of the year 2000 and 2007. I thought iPhone technology wasn't that old, so I said 2007. When the host asked, "Is that your final answer?" my voice began shaking. "Yes," I said. It was correct, and I won $50,000. My mom was sitting in the studio audience clapping for me. I could only wonder if my dad was watching the show at home from the bedroom. I pictured him getting angrier every time I answered correctly. Despite my dad's worst efforts, I'd been reading books for years. It wasn't hard for me to come up with each answer, including the 12th question. The host was surprised when I promptly answered, "Which is the deepest lake in the world?" It was Lake Baikal. "We have a strong candidate for the $1 million prize tonight," the host cheered. I breezed through questions 13 and 14, finally reaching the last question, the $1 million question. I looked at my mom. She was smiling, tears of joy streaming down her face. Even if I failed to answer this question correctly, I was happy knowing she was proud of me. The host started reading the $1 million question. "Which Ivy League university does not have a valedictorian title?"